Okay, update. Where am I? Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. Not the capital of Ivory Coast, but the financial center. So what is Abidjan? All I've known this whole time has been it's been the hope. The Paris of Africa as it's known. Burger King, bike parts, hot showers, electricity, good infrastructure, the power doesn't go out often. It also has elections next month. Alassane Ouattara, the current president of Ivory Coast, and also involved in a lot of conflict. So, elected in 2010, back then the law was you could only serve 2 terms. He changed that. Now he's running for his fourth. Will it be chill? Let's take a look at the history of elections in Ivory Coast. You can't start modern history of Ivory Coast without mentioning Felix Houphouët-Boigny, de facto leader of Ivory Coast out of the decolonization from France in 1960. He would rule until 1993, a prosperous time. He was known as the Sage of Africa, the Ivorian Miracle, a phrase dubbed on Ivory Coast because it was the only prosperous country in West Africa at the time. However, after my man dies in 1993, trouble. Eerily similar to the current political situation. So Ouattara is involved in all of this. Ouattara was prime minister in 1993 when Felix dies, so he tries to take power after fails in the election. Another guy gets elected. When the next election rolls around in 1999, Ouattara is barred from running. This starts the first Cote d'Ivoire civil war. This civil war would not end until 2007, at which they would sign a peace accord. And then, in 2010, with another election with Ouattara, he would win. But the guy he ran against, who is current president, Laurent Gbagbo, would not give it up. He claimed it was a false election, it was fake news. And he started a civil war again. But this time the international community moved in. He got sent to the Netherlands, to The Hague, for crimes against humanity. He would later beat them. Ouattara would win the election, and he is current president. He studied school in Philadelphia at Drexel University. Ivory Coast is the #1 exporter of cocoa. I hope you have learned.